Now, two buses were burnt yesterday in South Africa's Cape Town as local taxi associations embarked on a two-day strike to protest against the termination of an incentive program.
Were set on fire on Monday in South Africa's Cape Town. Those blazes taking place as local taxi associations embarked on a two-day strike.
The provincial government, home to legislative capital Cape Town, had recently announced that it will terminate an incentive scheme for taxi drivers which encouraged safe driving practices and curtailed illegal operations. But the program was cancelled due to a lack of funding, triggering an uproar from the taxi associations who called for a two-day strike in the city from the 21st of November, that's on Monday. Now, according to the spokesperson for the City of Cape Town's traffic services, Kevin Jacobs, its officers are attending to the civil unrest in the Khayelitsha area. He added that the routes affected include Palmer, Longezi, Steve Biko, and Jaftake Masemola roads, and motorists have been advised to proceed with caution.
So that's the situation ongoing in South Africa. The good thing is the police officers are on ground, on standby, because the aim simply is, as mentioned, they're trying to ensure that they avoid what took place in July 2021, where we had the Zuma protest, where it started off very little, when Zuma was told to go back to court and then also head back to prison, even though we also read in the newspaper this morning that
he's been sent back.
He's sent back.
We're hoping that we don't see a repeat, because lots of people, lots of lives died.
Yes.
And you know, Zuma came under a lot of criticism then, because when he came to give a speech, he did not make reference to the lives that were lost. He talked about thanking his supporters who had come out to be with him, and there was no reference to the number of people that had lost their lives in the protest.
We're trying to ensure that this wouldn't end up that way, although a bus was highlighted. And the drivers are indeed not happy about it. They said it will only last for 2 days, which is yesterday and today. Hopefully it stays that way. But the good news is there are security operatives on ground to ensure that what took place in the Zuma protest will not repeat itself. Kind of like reminds you of what happens in different parts of Africa as well. We did see similar in West Africa, here in Nigeria, where after the NSAS protest, the memorial, security operatives were mounting the hotspots, especially the Lekki toll gate, to ensure there wouldn't be a repetition of any fracas that indeed happened. But this is the latest story coming from Cape Town in South Africa. Taxi strike ongoing, buses set ablaze as drivers begin strike action. It started yesterday and it still continues up until today. We'll bring to you up to speed with the latest stories taking place in that part of Africa.